Today I will reveal the entire technique, how you can draw this rough anime sketch in your sketchbook or school register. This will be a complete freehand drawing, which means that this will be a time-efficient and quick art. I used charcoal to draw this art and color pencils to draw the eyes. The sketchbook I used is of STARTHMORE and it has a toned gray paper. Toned gray paper is ideal for charcoal drawing as it provides a balanced mid-tone background, which enhances contrast and depth. This neutral base allows for more nuanced shading and highlights. The paper's texture reduces excessive smudging. For this drawing I used General's charcoal pencils, which includes a soft, an extra soft, and a medium charcoal pencil. For the highlights, I used a jelly roll pen, a white charcoal pencil, and a soft pastel pencil. To draw the initial layer I used a mechanical pencil of 0.7mm and smooth brushes for blending. For the coloring part, I used this 72 color pencil set. The colors I used include golden yellow, Van Dyke brown, cadmium orange, Chinese orange, and a burnt ochre. Now if you don't have a sketchbook, then you can use a register page or a white chart paper. If you don't have all three charcoal pencils, then you can use only a soft charcoal by varying the pressure. For the highlights, you can use either pastel pencil or a white charcoal. For those who don't have a color pencil set, they can use simple colors like red, orange, brown, and yellow. Now moving on to the drawing. To start a freehand drawing, first draw a circle by carefully observing the reference image. This circle will represent the skull of character. Most beginners think that this circle represents the entire face of the character, and that's a big misconception. This circle starts from the skull and ends where the jaw starts. Now divide this circle into such parts by drawing cross ears. You would have to draw these lines in 3D space by carefully observing the reference image. It's not necessary to draw these lines exactly in the center, as we know that the human face is not a completely round circle. Therefore, cut the circle from the sides so that it becomes 3D. Generally, the chin line is exactly the same distance as the upper two parts. But for anime drawings, it is slightly shorter in comparison to the average distance. Carefully observe the reference image and try to match the drawing with it. Draw the chin and jaw line using 2 steps. Firstly, draw such triangle by extending the 2 lines on the side. In the second step, extend this line straight and join it with the chin. Draw the nose line by dividing the distance between these 2 lines by 3, and the eye lines is also the exact same distance. Draw the mouth line slightly below the circle, and the hairline depends on your reference image. Consistently look back at your reference and compare it with your drawing to eliminate any error you made previously. Now fill the face by carefully looking at the lines. This is a much easier process in comparison to the outlining. And there you have the outlines, and now it's shading time. Generally, I like starting with the hairs first. It's just how I do it. Anyways, draw the basic layer for the shades using a soft charcoal pencil. Don't apply too much pressure during this process, as it is the first layer. Also remember maintaining a low angle between the pencil and the paper. This way you will not get any blunt strokes. Now blend this layer carefully using a smooth brush. Try blending in the direction of the hairs. This way the charcoal powder will not get wasted. Blend every area with constant pressure to avoid any patches in the shades. Now draw the second layer using an extra soft charcoal pencil. You can also use a soft charcoal using high pressure. Shade the areas only where the light is not hitting. This way the shadows in the drawing will pop up more and the drawing will look 3D. If you want to skip this step, you obviously can skip it. Similarly, draw the entire hairs. Now to draw the highlights in the hair, use a white charcoal pencil. Make sure that its tip is sharp and clean, and by using it, draw such sharp strokes with it. Draw these highlights on the entire hairs. Make it thin at the edges and thick at the center. Now blend these strokes using a smooth brush. Blend mostly the edges of it to make it seem there. Okay, so for the face, first darken the outlines using a medium grade charcoal. Darken the chin, nose, and eyes. Using the same pencil, draw the slight shadows below the hairs. Use low pressure and low angle. Later blend it using a smooth brush. Similarly, draw the rest of the shadows. Darken the nostrils and the eyes using a soft charcoal pencil. Also blend it later. Now take your pastel pencil out and draw the sharp reflection in the face. Draw it with high pressure. Also draw some remaining highlights in the face. Blend this layer using a smooth brush. Draw the shadows in the neck part using a soft charcoal. Draw a gradient such that the shades near the chin are dark and the shades far away are light. Similarly, blend it. And after this point, it's just shading and blending. Draw the highlights in here using a pastel pencil. Pastel pencils create vivid, precise highlights in charcoal drawings. Their fine tip allows for detailed application, while their blending ability ensures smooth transitions between light and dark areas. Now moving on to the eye. Use a burnt orky or simple orange color to shade the first layer. Now use a Chinese orange color to add depth in the eye. Build up color slowly with light layers, gradually increasing pressure to achieve the desired depth and intensity. Use a cadmium orange color to draw lighter orange part and also blend the previous layers. Vary your pencil pressure to create different shades and textures. Light pressure for soft, subtle tones, and heavier pressure for deeper, more intense colors. Fill the remaining part using a yellow color. Maintain a low angle and high pressure. Blend the rest of the colors in the eye using this yellow color. At the end, use a Van Dyke brown color to draw the dark areas. Darken the outlines using a charcoal pencil. Also draw this black line in the eye using the same charcoal pencil. Later draw the highlights using a jelly roll pen. And blend it with color pencils. Similarly, draw the second eye. If you don't have any color pencils, or if you don't want to use them, then use pastel pencil for the highlights and charcoal pencil for the shadows in the eye. For the ear, draw the dark areas using a soft charcoal pencil. And later blend it using a smooth brush. Draw the sharp highlight in the ear using a pastel pencil. Also use a white charcoal pencil to re-brighten and readjust some of the bright highlights in the hairs. Repeat the similar process mentioned in the starting. For the extremely sharp edge highlights in the hairs, use a pastel pencil. Try to shade only at the edges and in the direction of the hairs. This way you will be able to get a cartoony and anime effect, which is important for such drawings. Draw the strokes with great care and precision. And that is how easily you can draw such anime drawings in your school register and impress your friends. And if you want to support me financially, then do check out my Patreon account. This helps me a lot as an artist. And a huge shout out to James King for joining me on my Patreon account. If you enjoyed watching this video and learned something new from it, then don't forget to like and share this video, as making such videos require a lot of effort. Until next time.